超次元合体グレート大カイザー
Last week, Bushi announced a lot of new cards for the Fighter Collection Winter 2015. However, I am only going to focus on only 2 units because they made a lot of noise on people that want some other cards banned. They were the Dimensional Police cards, the Strike Unit, Legendary Dimensional Robo Daikaiser Leon, and the Grade 2 Dimensional Robo Daibazooka. As I stated before, these cards alone trigger a lot of debate in the Vanguard community in both Facebook and Wikia because of how great they are, and many still question why Commander Laurel is still not banned or restricted, just like in the Japanese format. My answer to that is, just like I said last time, stop asking for a fucking ban list! It's not a good solution! Thank you. Seriously, this is not Yu-Gi-Oh! Vanguard is not a game that needs a ban list. Why ask to ban a card that is not so broken as many of you think? In fact, I dare to say that Commander Laurel is one of the few winning condition cards Dimension Police has. Now, I am a Dimension Police player, and many of you are probably going to tell me or think, oh, of course you're going to defend Laurel, you play the clan. Well, guess what? I'm going to say 11 reasons why Laurel should not be banned just because Daikaiser Leon and Daibazooka were announced. But first, let's look at each card effect. First, the Strike. Daikaiser Leon is a strike unit with a once per turn Generation Break 2 effect with 1 Counter Blast, 1 G Persona Blast, and if you have a heart with Kaiser in its name. Until the end of turn, when you drive check reveals a Grade 3 card, you retire 1 unit from the Guardian Circle and Perfect Guards are nullified. Typical Kaiser effect. Now let's see what Daibazooka does. He's an 11k beater if you have a Kaiser in your Vanguard circle. The second effect is, if this unit is revealed during your drive check and you have a Kaiser Vanguard, then this unit will get a Grade +1 and counter charge 1 and soul charge 1. So, now that we know the effects of the cards, it's time to see why it's not as broken as you think in order to ask for the ban or restriction of Commander Laurel. Let's start with the list.
Stand up! Mine! Vanguard!
Number 1. It doesn't get an extra critical even if you break right over Daikaiser or over the Legion of True Great Daikaiser and Great Daiyusha, even if you have more than 3 units in your soul, counting Daiyusha of course. Number 2. It's a Generation Break 2 unit. That means it can be used as your first strike. Number 3. You are still going to play a 10 Grade 3 deck with no Strider or Folder or whatever you want to call it. No matter how you build Dimensional Robos, you won't be playing Grand Robe because there is no space for him. You have to be very specific about the units you are going to use. Number 4. Dimensional Robo's playstyle is high risk come with high rewards, but if you are not careful, that risk is going to be against you, especially in a deck that makes you stay in Great Luck no matter how many times you G-assist. Number 5. This might be in conjunction with point 3, but with Daibazooka you get, if you play 10 Grade 3 units, 14 chances to trigger the effect. And while the number to trigger the Guardian Retiring effect is raised, it's not that big at all. It's like, let me calculate this, like 36% chance of failing. If you want to correct me with that number, you are free to do it. I'm not very good with calculations. Number 6. Commander Laurel cannot be searched like many other units. In fact, searching for Grade 1 units is the only thing Dimensional Police doesn't have. Number 7. If you play a Morikawa deck where they put more than 12 Grade 3 units, then you are going to have a very unbalanced deck. And with nowadays playstyle where people stay on Grade 2 on purpose in order to strike first, then you are going to have a lot of trouble trying to defend yourself. Number 8. Daikaiser Leon combined with Daibazooka may sound dangerous, sure, but they are not that great as many as you think. In fact, they are way better units with strike abilities and combos, like Lambros, Diablo, Heavy Duke, Aura Geyser, or heck, even Homura Rider is a better strike unit. Number 9. Commander Laurel is always going to be the target for units from clans like Aqua Force, Royal Paladin, Shadow Paladins, Kagero, and Narukami. Heck, they might even force you to guard with him because of multiple attacks. Number 10. Dimension Police have very winning condition units, and I am not talking about Glendios or the leaders here, people. I am talking about units that help you really get the final turn. For example, Kagero has like 4 withstanding units, Narukami has multi-heroes and now we will have Glory, Aqua Force has withstander and multiple attackers, Now Paimon will have more than ever superior calling for the soul, and Dimensional Police only have glory with Simbuster, but only if you break right Daikaiser over him. What other units can be declared with winning condition for Dimensional Police? Please tell me, because I am not very sure what they are. And I'm a Dimensional Police player. And the number 11 reason is, Dimensional Police are still very dependent on specific cards. If you don't have the units, then you might lose your combos, especially if your opponent already reached your place thanks to the drive checks. So as you can see, Daikaiser Leon combined with Commander Laurel and combined with Daibazooka, they are good, yes, but it's not that great or even can even be considered OP. Yes, you can still get a +6 effect. Now, please remember, this is only my opinion, and it's not the final one. If you want to have a debate about it, please tell me in the comment section below.
闇を切り裂け光の戦士ストライドゼネレーション超宇宙ヒーローエクス